Hello, everybody. You're listening and watching the Rude Horror Podcast. I'm your host, Marcus Rude. And today I have a couple guests all the way from Argentina, director Pablo Parés and actress Maca
Yeah,
Suárez.
sorry, it's okay.
Suárez. Um, well, Pablo is the director of the newest film, PUSSYCAKE, that is streaming right now on Screenbox. And Maca is the leading actress in the film. So I'm very excited to have both of these people on the podcast. Both of you, how are you doing?
Hi, fine. Thanks.
Hi, thank you for calling us to the interview and to be part of for the podcast with the podcast. Sorry.
Yeah, no problem. So, I recently just watched PUSSYCAKE on Screenbox, which is a fantastic film, by the way. It was definitely something that I wasn't expecting. Going into the movie, I knew that it was going to be somewhat like Evil Dead, but after watching the film, I felt like it was so much more. So many sci-fi elements and just the gore just reminded me of like early days of Peter Jackson, especially like Bad Taste.
Yeah, it's my favorite movie of all time, Bad Taste.
Right?
And it's
Yeah,
one of... Okay, continue.
Well, I was gonna say like and then I watched the Plaga Zombies, and I could really get the feel of that. I think that your influences were Bad Taste because a lot of the dialogue and just the film, just the whole film in general just felt like I was watching like Bad Taste, but like in a different realm, in just different setting. But I definitely got the vibes of that film.
Yeah. And Bad Taste, it was like a strong influence for me to start making movies, because when you watch Bad Taste, you can see how they do the movie with their friends. It's like it's a story, and also it's the movie shows you how to make a movie. It's like so handmade, so independent. That was okay. If these guys can make a movie, me too can make a movie.
Right.
So I love Bad Taste. I love the rhythm and the climb, the special effects, everything.
Right. And if I can recall, you made that film when you were like 17 or around 17.
Yes, the first movie, the first Plaga Zombie, we started at 17 and we finished it at 19 because take like a year and a half. Then the second one at 22 and the third one at 28. It was a long time making these movies.
Yeah, and those films, were just impressive. Just seeing that, you guys were like teenagers making these films that seem like, like veteran filmmakers in a way. Just the way that you guys shot the scenes and just, the special effects were just amazing for, a low budget film in the 90s. I was quite impressed.
We start shooting very young, at the age of 12, with VHS cameras. When the first VHS cameras came here to Argentina, it was like a revolution for us, because we do comics and we also do plays, like theater plays, but we didn't have the cameras to make short films or movies. And when these VHS cameras came to Argentina, it was like, whoa, and we started making short films every single weekend, a new short film, a new short, another one and another one, and we learned. When we were like 17, we already have like 6 years of experience shooting every single weekend. But it was like a different time because we didn't have the internet. We didn't have like tutorials to learn how to do these things. It was like everything like we learned it doing, shooting and watching movies. And as you can see, I'm a very passionate fan of all pop culture, horror, sci-fi, and toys and everything.
Maca, how about you?
Yes.
How did you first get into the horror genre?
The PUSSYCAKE movie is my first experience making horror movie, and it's a very hard work for me. I'm 26, I think, that when we shoot PUSSYCAKE.
Yes, it was like 3 years ago.
3 years ago, yes, 26. And we started with 25 years old and we ended with 26. And it's my first experience making horror movies. And it's very difficult for me because I'm not a consumer of horror till I have to make PUSSYCAKE. So when I start filming and before we started, I have to watch movies and get into the mood and the act and understand everything that Pablo talked to us and said to us to be aware and to shoot the scenes and the movie. It's a very hard work with all the group and all the actors too. But I love it. It's like, okay, I know how to put my face full of blood, of fake blood. It's an amazing work.
It's a very thin line between like taking it serious, but not too serious, to have fun making the movie, but not to realize that the actors are playing, they are having fun. So it's not so easy to make this kind of movies.
No,
it's easier if you do some drama or comedy. It's more, I don't know.
it's easier. It's easier.
Yes.
A little bit, I
These
know.
movies are it's a very thin line. If you cross it, the movie bombs and it's a disaster.
Right. Yeah, I get what you're saying. And then also like you know, this film, when people maybe watch like the trailer or some stills of the picture, they look at it as like, oh, another zombie movie. But I mean, it's not just a zombie movie. Like there's so much more going on in this film, and I'd like to hear your perspective on like, you know, what was it like reinventing the wheel, so to speak? Because this isn't your typical like zombie film. You know, there's a lot of sci-fi elements. You know, I don't know how much you want to spoil of the film, but you know, what was it like basically creating this new concept of, you know, a zombie film, if you will?
Well, it's more like we took a lot from Puppet Masters movies. You know that the aliens taking the human bodies and control the bodies, and I don't know. We didn't think that we reinvent the genre, this kind of movies. We tried to do another one of these movies. We are fans of this kind of stuff. We all work professionally, but these movies we do it for fun, and what we try to mimic this kind of Hollywood stuff. But here in Argentina, it's not so common to do horror movies. It's not usual.
It's not usual now.
Maybe the sensation of that we change or we reinvent some things is because our culture is completely different from you. For example, here we didn't have guns. You can't buy a gun. It's impossible.
On the supermarket, no, it's not legal to have a gun in your house. You
And-
have to take a permission to have it.
It's very different. I don't know. Here we have like a lot of friends, and it's very usual to meet up with friends every single weekend or every single day, just to have fun. We are like it's a different culture. So when we copy Evil Dead, this is the closest that we can get, and it's different because of the different cultures. We have different minds.
You know, some of the what would you call them? Just like infected, or do you have a name besides just calling them zombies? Or
I don't know. It's zombies, monsters. They are some kind of zombies.
Some type of infected. And I got like vibes of what's the movie called? Not Slither, but there's Night of the Creeps.
Yeah.
I definitely got some like Night of the Creeps vibes, as well as like the creature that latches on to the people to make them infected or whatever you want to call it. I thought that was a really cool idea. I hadn't seen anything like that in a long time. And then, just adding in these different sci-fi elements. I don't know if I want to give everything away, because I feel like people should watch this movie.
People will forget. There are so many things, so much information nowadays that we forget the spoilers. Don't worry.
There's just so much going on in this film. There's not really a lot of downtime, as far as like, it's not slow paced. Like, everything is usually pretty fast paced, where it keeps the viewers engaged. And I feel like that's very important these days as far as watching horror films, because I'm seeing a lot of slow burn movies within the horror genre. And, that's all fine and dandy, but, we need more of like the fast paced horror films like this. And just, I'm trying to wrap my head around the whole movie, which is impossible. But I really think that people that are curious about seeing this movie, give Screambox a try, and definitely watch Pussy Cake for sure. Do you know when this film will be released, like on DVD or Blu-ray, or has anything been announced like that yet?
Well,
it's a possibility nowadays to have a DVD Pussy-Cake. Yes, okay. I think that we only have the possibility to stay on the platform nowadays with the movies.
No, there is a small market for like collectors and fanatics of Blu-ray and DVD. There was just been released on Germany in Blu-ray and DVD.
Okay.
But for us in Argentina, it's very expensive to import German Blu-rays. It's almost impossible. And I don't know in US. The thing with these movies is we make a deal with Raven Banner. They are from Canada, and Raven Banner do another deal with Cinedigm, that is a distribution company, I think, in US. And so there are like 3 steps between us and the audience, and we don't have so much information. We continuously look in Google News if we discover things about the movie that we didn't know. And this is the first time that we we do this kind of deals with one of our movies. So it's something new for us. We hope. I
Very
hope.
cool.
No, nothing. It's
Well, I also seen recently that the Plaga Zombies trilogy is coming to Intervision,
yeah.
which you can pre-order now on severnfilms.com. Could you talk to us a little bit about, how did this whole thing come along? Because, this seems like, a big deal for you, Pablo. Being able to release all 3 films on Blu-ray, on a big US market front.
Well, I don't know.
It's a very difficult question. It's like okay, Pablo, you have to handle this. You
know what?
You have to answer this. No pressures. No pressure.
It's surreal for us because one as a director, you can't measure these things until a few years passes. In the 2000s, Fangoria released the first and the second Plaga Zombie in DVD, Fangoria magazine, and they make like 8 pages in the magazine, the actual magazine, talking about Plaga Zombie. And now, like 20 years later, is whoa, man, Fangoria do this. But at that moment, for us, it was so great. Fangoria, okay, and so it's difficult to measure this kind of stuff. I'm not a Blu-ray consumer, so I didn't knew these distributors, Severin Films, but everyone is telling me that they are important because they release very select movies. I hope that the movies reach a new audience. If they reach a new audience, it's more chances for us to keep making movies. We do this like it's a passion thing, and we do it for love. And if the money came, we share it with all the team, and we make more movies. This is not like a business for us. So it's great for the movie to reach new audiences.
Right. Yeah. I'm excited to check it on Blu-ray as a physical media collector myself. I buy from Severn Films quite a bit. So, I was surprised to see that your films are going to be released on there. And I found out this like within a few days of getting this interview together to talk about PUSSYCAKE. And then I discover like, oh man, he's getting another release from a company that I follow frequently. So
great.
It's just what draw of the luck of the draw, I guess. I don't know. A small world.
Yeah. Thank you very much.
So I guess back to PUSSYCAKE, since this is your latest film, and then Maca's big film debut as far as being in the horror genre. Could you talk to us about what was it like working on this film and coming up with a concept like this? Did you draw from any other inspirations besides bad taste, or was there other elements?
Maca, you want to say something?
I think that maybe the question is for you, Pablo. I don't know if I say something about the writing of the story. I just my part is the protagonist, but you tell the story with your ideas and you wrote it. So I think that maybe it's a question for you. But we can talk. Later we can talk about which part is the favorite to you, Ruth, for example, what is your favorite part of the movie or something that you seen? It's like, okay, it's interesting this, or I don't know if you.
Well, I guess like I mean like the Mohawk zombie, just the look of him was just like man, this guy is just freaky looking and he's just out of his mind. Uh, and then just kind of like the parts of like him attacking people and like, and then the blood isn't really blood, it's like white liquid, which I thought was very bizarre. Uh, just it didn't really follow tradition like zombie films. Like this was totally something different. Like I was saying, like this is sort of reinventing the wheel in a way of doing something completely different, but also keeping similar elements alive, like like the zombie-esque creatures affected. Um,
So Pablo, you are a reinventor of the topic. Clap. Congratulations.
well, like with like the white blood, it kind of reminded me of like street trash in a way too, because you're combining like just different bright colors instead of just red blood. Like you're bringing in like different neonish colors, um, and it just like just so gory and goopy. I don't know, like just very very sappy, goopy gore kind of stuff. So that's what kind of reminds me of street trash as well.
This zombie you are telling, the Mohawk one, it's one of the main producers of the movie.
Oh,
It's really part of the team. He's the guy who make the poster of the movies, the designer. He takes the pictures, he make the art direction, he do everything, and it's a very fun friend of us. I don't know, and the liquid, the white liquid is because there is no, it's not blood, it's this thing, these aliens or these interdimensional creatures uses to contagiar, ¿cómo se dice? Contagiar, to
spread the virus.
To spread the virus to spread the eggs to everyone. I don't know. We think that like the rules, okay, this portal opens and these two creatures came to our world. There is one creature that wants to spread his eggs, and the other one wants to hunt the first one, and that's it. We think these rules and we follow them. What is best for everything. I don't know. It was like a fun shooting because the dialogues we improvised a lot with the actresses, and the action too, because sometimes the action right in the script is impossible to shoot, or that does not match with the locations you have. So we play a lot in the shooting, I think.
So, a big part of this movie as well is the band, and where did this name come from? And for the band, and what was Maca's reaction to be a part of this band, this group, and then having to fight all of these creatures that you don't even know what it is, probably.
For me it's amazing. It was amazing to be part of the movie, and the name of the band for me is fantastic. PUSSYCAKE. It's like, okay, I want to know those girls. If someone talked to me about PUSSYCAKE, I say, okay, I want to listen their music, and it's very interesting to shoot the movie and different scenes, and the final fight with my girlfriend. It's very difficult and very significant for me. And that moment, every single girl in the band was dead, so it's my last chance to survive on that time. So the fight is very emotional for me, like an actress, and for my character too. It's like, okay, I have to survive. It's my life or their life, of her life, so I have to fight.
The name of the band we take is like a Josie and the Pussycats or Pussy Riot, and we try to mix words, and in a moment came Pussykake. Okay, it's fine. But later we think that it was too strong for the English speaking audience, and we changed it. We changed to Emesis. We changed the name of the movie because we think that it was too much. And later the Raven Banner people say to us, no, let's go back to the original title. Let's go back to Pussykake.
Pussykake.
But it's because we don't know if it's too strong for you, these two words together.
Well, I don't know. I think that's where it's mixed feelings with maybe people in the United States, where there's some people that maybe think that would be too strong. But I think the name sounds punk rock. Like punk rock is always about the shock values, the shock factor. So that name to me sounds perfect. It sounds very punk rock.
Great.
For me too.
So,
I agree with you, Marcus.
yeah. As simple as that. It just sounds punk rock, and it works.
Great.
Yes.
So, again, the people that are listening and watching, if you haven't seen PUSSYCAKE, and you haven't signed up for Screambox, you can sign up now and get a free 30-day trial. And, you can cancel anytime if you don't like Screambox. But when I got Screambox to watch PUSSYCAKE, I seen that there are hundreds of different obscure horror films that aren't streaming anywhere else. Including like the new Pennywise documentary. There's also a new Hellraiser documentary that hasn't been shown anywhere else. Like, there's a lot of cool stuff, and also Terrifier 2 is going to be on there, so that's another reason to check out Screambox. But I can't emphasize enough for everyone to watch PUSSYCAKE. It's such a fun, not a film that you're going to be expecting. Like I said, there's like so many elements going on. But if you're into like the gore, early Peter Jackson type films, I think you're gonna have a lot of fun with this. So as we continue on talking to Maca and Pablo, I just want to ask, are there any horror films that you've watched lately that you've enjoyed that maybe you'd want to share with the audience? Some movies to check out.
Let me think. We have like 4 extra minutes. It's just a reminder there. Let me. Yes, I watch a lot of horror movies every night, 1 or 2. So my memory, it's, I don't know. Let me think. I didn't like the last Hellraiser. I don't like when they put the so young protagonists. It's too much for me. Too young. I can't relate. And I don't know, Vesper, the sci-fi movie, it's interesting.
Pussykake.
Pussykake.
Well, Pussykake.
Everybody's
Plaga Zombie.
everybody's talking good things about Terrifier 2. Everyone. So I can't wait. I like Prey, the Predator sequel. I like it. It's fun. And also this one, Beast, is with a lion.
Oh yeah,
It's fun.
Idris Elba, I think, starred in that one.
I don't. Let me see. Yes,
I think
yes,
so.
yes.
Yeah.
It's
Oh
like
yeah, that was
fun.
terrific.
Yeah, yeah. Fall, the one of the girls in the tower. It's
Yep.
interesting. A bit long, but it's okay. It's fun. I don't know.
Those are terrific movies. I would recommend those to people as well.
I don't know. I watch so much that I don't remember. It's for
But
me.
you say like 5 movies, so it's okay. The recommendation. It's a great list.
Maca, have you seen any lately that you want to recommend to people?
Evil Dead. I know Evil Dead. PUSSYCAKE, just I already say it. And sorry, I just watch few horror movies because I'm not impresionable. I don't know how to say it impresionable in
It gets too
English.
scared.
Okay, I get too scared. I live alone, and I watched a movie, a horror movie. Then I went to the bathroom, and I have to check my bath, and I have to say, okay, if is anyone there? And when I wash my hair on the shower, it's like I have to open my eyes very quickly because I don't want anybody there. Like, okay, I have to hurry up. But I can see horror movies alone by myself. It's very difficult for me.
Yeah, so yeah, those are good recommendations for sure. And I just watched the new Halloween Ends last night. Have you two seen it yet?
No, I didn't like the first one of the last 3. I didn't like it at all, and the second one so I don't know if I want to see it. It's okay. I don't know.
You're probably not gonna like the third one. I mean, in my opinion, it's the weakest one in the trilogy.
Oh, okay.
And there's been a lot of people on the internet saying how they disliked it so much. I mean, this one to me it honestly might be the worst, one of the worst ones ever.
Oof.
It's it was very disappointing. I was hoping, I won't spoil it, but I was just hoping they would have ended the whole series on a better note than what they did.
They will.
Honestly,
I'm sure that they will do a reboot in a couple of years. They already do it with Halloween H2O. So that was the reboot for my generation. I went to the cinema to see a reboot or go back to the first one, forget all the sequels. Now they do the same. I don't know. It's okay. There are a lot. I hope they make something like that, like this, like a sequel of Nightmare on Elm Street.
Well, yeah, I was just going to bring that up. The final girl for that one, Heather Langenkamp, really wants to do one more.
Great.
And I think if they could get Robert Englund on board to do one more, I think the fans would be really pleased if we just get one more. We don't necessarily need a trilogy, but if we could get one more, fantastic.
Yeah. I love that saga, every single one, even the not so good, even not the not so good ones are really fun. And I don't know, the sixth one, the 3D one, for me it was wow. I was so young and watching a movie 3D in the theater, it was mind blown.
Right.
I watched it again recently, and I realized that a lot of my style, my cinematic style, came from Nightmare on Elm Street 6. Because I watched it when I was so young. It was very influential. I love that one. Everyone, the first, the third one, even the 7 is great.
I'm friends with one of the guys who did the special effects on Nightmare on Elm Street 4.
Great.
He worked on like the cockroach scene and the scene where the souls are or the people are coming out of his chest,
Yeah,
so to speak.
the big chest. It's Linnea Quigley, no? They're making one of
Yes.
the. Yeah.
Yes, she was one of the people inside Freddy's chest.
Yeah. Naked, of course.
Yes. Yeah, those movies are fantastic. I love the Nightmare on Elm Street series. The first one's probably my favorite, just because it was the first one that I ever owned on VHS. Plus, it was the only one that was like a true horror film. Like the other ones, they started to add in. I guess you could say the second one, but when he started getting more comical, that's when a lot of the horror elements were taken out of it, and he just became like this big pop icon.
Yeah, it's like a fun ride. I don't know, a lot of physical special effects. Every time, every second with Freddy on camera, I love it. It's like a showman. I don't know. They know how
Yeah.
to. It's like the Chucky series. Every time Chucky is on the screen, amazing, man. I don't know. I like.
How about you, Maca? Do you like the Nightmare on Elm Street or Chucky movies?
Pesadilla, la del Freddy, pregunta, no sé, quizás no la vi.
Ah, la de Freddy Krueger.
Yes, sí.
Yes, I like it. I watched that film.
Would you like to see a new one if they ever do make a new one?
Yes, of course. I have to join with someone to watch, but yes, I can do it. I want. Yes.
What's next, Pablo? Are you gonna continue making like a sequel to Pussycat, or not Pussycat, but Pussy or are you gonna make something completely different?
About the sequel, we have a lot of ideas. Recently, I have a meeting with the screenwriter of the first one, and he already think all the sequel, and it's really fun. Maca, you have a part on there, but
okay.
I say to him, okay, if the first one make a lot of money, we do another one. But if not, it's better to do another movie, because in every single sequel you have like less audience. It's not easy if you don't have a lot of money to. I don't know, if the first one you have this amount of public, the second one have this, and the third one, and it takes like two or 3 years of work for us to make a movie. So I don't know if we have the money. Yes, but we are working a lot of projects, like
you have another movie.
Yes, yesterday we have a meeting with all the team behind PUSSYCAKE, all the production crew. We start thinking ideas for a new one, but still we didn't earn nothing from PUSSYCAKE yet. We are waiting. So at this moment we are thinking another very independent movie just to keep shooting. And if the money comes, we make it big, we make it bigger. And I want to continue this path of making like this kind of movies, very exploitation, very fun, colorful, blood, action, explosions. I don't know, people with not so much clothes. I think the world needs this kind of stuff. all the movies are becoming like too boring, too similar one to another. And I don't know. I want to have fun. For me, the best movie it's RoboCop or this kind of movies, RoboCop. And I want to continue doing this kind of things. But yes, we are making more stuff.
Right on. And then, I definitely want to mention that you have another newer movie that's streaming on Tubi here in the United States. And the English title is called I Am Toxic.
Yeah. It's a previous one.
Yes, it's previous to PUSSYCAKE, but it's still somewhat new, and people that want to watch your films that are here in the United States, you can go on Tubi and watch I Am Toxic, which is more or less like a futuristic
it's Mad Max meets Mad Max with zombies, but more like a drama. It's not so much action. It's more like a character story.
Yeah. But I want to mention that because I really liked the creature design for the dried ones, and that, especially like that zombie on the cover, just it reminds me of Boris Karloff's Mummy.
Yeah.
In a way, which I thought that was really cool. It also reminded me of like Lucio Fulci's Zombie.
Exactly. This is the inspiration, the Lucio Fulci zombie. This all like dirt in the skin of the zombies.
Right.
Because the I Am Toxic is very small movie with very small budget. We didn't even have the time to make up the actors. So as a creative solution, we came up with this idea of make full masks. And it's faster in the shooting to make the zombies. So it's like a creative solution. This go with this aesthetic to solve this lack of budget.
Yeah, I loved the creature design of zombie design of that film. I as a viewer, I thought it would have been awesome to kind of see more of those type of zombies. Man, reminded me of Lucio Fulci's zombie. Like, it would have been really cool to see, a lot more than what you do see. But what of the zombies that you do see, it's very cool.
Yeah, that the original script, we wrote the original script like 20 years ago of this movie, and it has more action. It was more fun. It was more like PUSSYCAKE, more zombies, more action, more fights. But when we finally do it, we didn't have enough budget, so we another screenwriter rewrite the script, keep the first 10 minutes of our script, and then change everything, and it becomes more like a drama, some drama movie, like a character driven movie. It's like, I don't know, sometimes you don't have the resources to do exactly what you want.
Right. And understandable, because if people go back and watch some of your other films, like going back to the Plaga Zombies, like there is so much action in those films. So you definitely have those action zombie films in your catalog. So yeah, it is nice to see a different change of pace in some of your films, like I Am Toxic.
Thanks.
So getting closer towards the end of the show, is there anything that you'd like to let the fans know?
Maca, ¿qué querrían saber los fans?
I want to know, where is the fans, first of all.
Oh, they're coming. They're coming.
I want that the fans write to me and said, "Oh my fucking god, I love Pussy Cake." Okay, we have to meet each other right now. So no, I want to know. I want to say that Pussy Cake was made with a few resources and a few money, and it's very difficult here in Argentina, and it's easier if you have a lot of money, but if you have less money to make a great movie, it's amazing. It's like, okay, if you can handle this and make a great movie, for me it's a goal. So it's a rich goal. So I want to say that the first part of the movie, that there is a portal. How to say portal? A portal. Okay, a portal to the other dimension. The art crew of the movie made with the surround cups and cables and lights and carton.
Cardboard.
How to say? Cardboard. It's like and handled and painted by hand. It's it's like, I don't know how to say it. It's a new thing. It's a thing that it could appear on a museum. It's like, how can they make that and make it possible and tell a story and the things that you have in your house and on your bathroom? It's like, okay, I have to stick everything, every parts one around the other and make that. And for me, it's magic. Not only the movie and films, but the people that work and the crew that we have on Pussy were very passionate and great person a very talented person. It's like that it was fun. I don't know how if
yes, it's like
I say
the lack of budget. We put a lot of work, a lot of hours of work.
Yes, and we made the movie in 1 year, so it's really hard. Here, the movies in Argentina take like 5-6 weeks, and to the start and to the end continues working. And this movie, it's like only on weekends, so it's difficult that we have to keep our hair, our weight, our skin, our face like the same during 1 year. It's a very difficult thing.
So and also we shoot it like out of not in chronological order.
No.
So now you have to have blood here. Now you have to have white stuff here. It was,
yes.
Luckily nowadays you have the cell phones and digital cameras, so it's not so difficult to keep the continuity.
No, but we started on January and we ended on January the next year. So it's like, okay, we have to remember everything.
And when we finish the movie, the pandemic hits.
Yeah.
So for us, it was, what? Now we don't know what to do. And you
have to tell that in one case, we almost lose all the movie because of fire.
Oh, in the editor house, almost the editor house, the apartment
below
burned.
Get fired, burn.
Yeah.
Get burned.
We almost lost the movie, but luckily not. But don't worry, we have like a backup of the video.
I remember the text message that you sent to us, Pablo, and said, we almost lose the movie, but everything is okay. It's like, what is going on? The COVID virus take our movie. What is going on? No, it's all because of the fire.
Oh my God. Well, thankfully that you didn't lose the film. Holy crap.
Yeah. If there is fans out there, I have 3 or 4 of my movies now in Troma Now, the streaming service of the Troma production company, the creators of Toxic Avenger. And I think the first month is free. So if you subscribe, you can watch a couple of other of my movies. I make like a lot of things because I start very young. I don't know. Thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you very much.
We do this for fun. We love the movies. We love the creative process. So for us, these things happening to the movie is amazing. We are very grateful. We are very grateful with the people from Raven Banner. They are doing like a great job showing the movie in all the planet. And let's hope this makes money so we can continue to do this kind of stuff. If we don't earn money, we still continue making movies, but smaller.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah, that's why you know, I'll put the links in the description of this episode for, you know, Screambox, Troma Now, which is the Troma app that Pablo is talking about. And is there anywhere else? Oh, Tubi as well.
Tubi. I have like my own web page. It's called Cine Salvajes. I can write it for you, where you can watch all the movies for free, but they are not subtitles. So maybe for the people who speak Spanish, I don't know.
Okay, yeah, I'll definitely add that link in as well. And then, you know, yeah, I just want to say thank you both for coming on the show. This has been amazing talking to you both about PUSSYCAKE, which is you know, newly released on Screambox. This has just been amazing. I've been thankful. I've been what am I trying to say? I've been lucky enough to talk to multiple people from South America on the podcast already, including Jimena Del Solar, Chile, who's an actress that worked on Trauma and Ill, I think is what it's called. She's worked on, well, she works with Lucio Rojas a lot on films. And then also I had Clara Kovacic on the show from Argentina.
Great.
You know,
yes, I know her.
Fantastic. yeah, she was fantastic to talk about Alien with. She's a big Alien franchise fan.
Yeah.
So, you know, it's just been really cool to be able to connect with people from like Argentina and Chile, and you know, hopefully, you know, tons of people around the world, and you know, we all share that common fandom of like the horror genre.
Yeah. It's because we all like watch the same movies when we were young. We all consume like the same things, so we are far away in the planet, but we think very similar. It's like brothers in the whole world.
Yeah, it's kind of a really cool thing, you know, to think about, you know, all these people around the world. You know, we can have a conversation about, you know, similar interests as far as, you know, like the horror genre, sci-fi films. It's just, you know, it's a really cool thing. So, you know, again, I just want to say thank you so much, Pablo and Maca, for coming on. This has been an honor, and can't wait for people to check out PUSSYCAKE.
Yes.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.